Hello everyone, welcome to a new series that I'm launching here called Step by Steps. So as you can see here behind me, there are the staircases, the steps near my apartment, and figured I would also use this background and talk about a few steps for setting goals and accomplishing goals. So this will be a very brief video, won't take very long. Really wanted to take this time just to get things going and start to touch base with people out there about just simple ways to get things moving in the right direction and starting to see some results that you want in your life. So the first step, obviously, is to determine what you want. So thinking about what you'd like to accomplish and why it would be important to accomplish that. Very important first step. And the next step is making a decision. So once you've figured out what you want, the next step, of course, is to make a decision that you will do what it takes to get it. Without a decision, really, you are going to be floundering, thinking about what you want, going back and forth, never really putting any actions into place. But I want to caution people on this step, even while you make the decision, oftentimes you can waver. So when I say make the decision, I mean make the commitment and decide to commit to reaching this goal and doing whatever it takes to get there. Third step that I think is very important is writing down your goals. So you write it down as a way to remind yourself every day that you have this goal, you have this thing that you're accomplishing, because sometimes it can fall in the background of your mind, you forget about it, and your commitments can start to waver and you let it slide. So it's very important to remind yourself of this by writing down a goal, reviewing it daily, looking at it all the time. So another step here, fourth step, is to share your goal with other people you trust, people who won't shoot it down, because that's not very helpful. If you're sharing your goals with people who are negative, it can really impact your motivation and desire. So find someone that can be inspiring, that can give you the word go and say, hey, you can do this, you can make it happen if you really put your mind to it. And that way, there's a level of accountability as well. They may be checking in on you on how you're doing with your goal. It's a reminder. And if you're truly committed, you'll be very happy to tell them, well, I'm this far along. I've done this far. I've done this part. And that also builds up confidence and momentum towards your goal, which is very important to have. And the last steps, of course, is to take action, take consistent action towards your goal. And really what I mean by that is that it doesn't have to be big action, but it has to be consistent, has to be every day, has to be every other day or every week, depending on the goal. But you just have to have a consistent pattern of acting towards that goal. Because what's going to happen is if you have that, even if it's not big steps at first, the small steps will lead to bigger steps. Eventually, you'll find momentum start to build. And the snowball effect, as we all may be familiar with, will start to work in your favor, and building up, and your steps will become bigger and bigger. Your actions will become bigger and bigger, eventually to the point where you feel as if it's kind of taking a life of its own. But it all starts with small steps. So don't get overwhelmed at first. Know that any journey starts with a step first in the direction. Right now it's about I'm sorry about that. It's about 5:30 in the morning. I'm taking a step myself outside my door, heading out for a run to keep myself in shape. Part of my goal is to remain healthy, and here I am taking the steps, moving towards that. Completed a marathon last week, Saturday, first marathon, and that started with, again, a single step, a decision, first of all, finding out what I wanted, making a decision, and sharing it, writing down the goal, sharing it with others, and eventually last week I accomplished that goal, which is great. And here's the t-shirt that I got from the Tomoka. If you can see it, marathon completed. So just wanted to share this with you. This is an edition of Step by the Steps. And I hope you all enjoyed it. Have a great rest of your day. Take care. Bye-bye.